Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne. All right, guys. So first off, I want to start off by saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Just kidding. No, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy New Year. We are turning around to the new year. And it is 11:12 Eastern when I'm doing this live. This is going to be super fun, super interactive. If you got beef with me, I've been beefing all day online, so I'd love to hear your gripes with me or whatever. But we do have a subject matter at play today, and that is the Devin Haney situation. And as you guys may already know, Devin Haney, the world-renowned boxer, champion, all that stuff, he got his bitch taken, man. He got his bitch stolen. And this is absolutely ridiculous and upsetting because Devin Haney is a good guy, okay? By all intents and purposes, Devin Haney is a good guy. He is a high-level athlete. I know he got his ass kicked by Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia was on performance-enhancing drugs. So he pretty much that fight was disqualified, and Ryan Garcia got banned for a year. The point is, Ryan Garcia is completely fallen off. I mean, even if you look at the guy, he is completely overweight. You can tell he doesn't really care about sport anymore. He's a drunk. He's a cocaine addict, all that stuff. And Devin Haney is a straight and narrow guy, man. I really enjoy his character. Okay. He is a man of character, a determined brother. Okay. He gives back to the community, all that good stuff. He is, I forget exactly where he's from, but he is a Muslim. Let's see. Shout out to Cyrus. He says, you got demonetized again, still going strong, not getting discouraged. Yeah, I got demonetized. I was getting discouraged. So Devin Hayes from San Francisco, California. But, I mean, I was kind of getting discouraged, but then I just went live one day and I saw the views, man. And I was like, I mean, I still got the views, so does it really matter if I'm making money on this shit? I really don't, it's not like I really do it for the money. I do it for just I like talking shit on the internet. I like having fun, all this stuff. But I'm just trying to introduce you guys to Devin Haney. But shout out to everybody who joined the stream, Devin or Cyrus Cherry. Shout out to Believe It with the Naruto PFP profile pic. He says hi. Was good, big dog. But all in all, for all intents and purposes, Devin Haney is a good guy, high character. You don't really hear any scandal from the brother. This guy is, I mean, he's flashy. He is flashy. He's doing the rap thing. He went to the Cube and worshipped in Mecca.
So that lets you know he's pretty serious about Islam. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. But he's a good guy. He's a good kid. Even when he does the shit talking for his fights, it's not like he talks too crazy. I still think Gervonta would completely destroy him. He's in very good shape, as you guys can see. But none of that really matters to modern women, and I'm gonna tell you why. Money, status, clout, right? We talk about looks, money, status. What's more important? In the real, well, I'm not gonna say in the real world, but regularly, I would say it's looks, 100%. For non-celebrities, the most important thing is looks, because women don't expect non-celebrities to be having a crazy bag like that or anything, right? But for celebrities, it's about status. It's not necessarily about money. It's more so about status. It's more so about where they are in life, how much media coverage they get, how much press they get, all that stuff, how visible they are. And let's just be honest, rappers are more visible than big time boxers now. For one, women don't watch boxing. Women are not boxing fans. They don't watch boxing. Any woman who tries to tell you she watches boxing, the only way that she, is probably legit is if she boxes herself. Other than that, most women don't watch fighting sports. They don't have the stomach to watch it. And they don't have the interest, quite frankly. They're non-combative. They're not really interested in violence per se. They're interested in true crime, but they're not necessarily interested in hand-to-hand combat. And men are more interested in that because, we learn from boxers. We also like, it's gladiator sport. It's, it's more technical. Obviously, you're not fighting to the death. Some people have died in the ring, but it's more about just man to man. You have one tool, your hands and your hips. And, we want to see who's going to be the victor from a confrontation like that. So obviously men are more into sports, men are more into boxing, and we're going to have more recognition of who Devin Haney is. By the way, it's just so much simping going on that I had to cover. I did want to talk about Travis today. There have been some new developments in the Travis Hunter story, but I promised you guys I'd go live on Devin Haney, and I felt compelled to do it tonight on Christmas Day, because I believe he found out about his baby mama cheating with Young Thug on Christmas Eve. So that's just a little bit about Devin Haney. Now, let's go to his baby mama. Okay? Let's talk about it. And this is a woman who is claiming to be Muslim. I've tried to tell you guys over and over again, there's no such thing as a religious woman. Women are religious for convenience, okay? She says, mashallah here, if you can see. Mashallah here, if you can see. And mashallah means that God has willed it, or what Allah has willed. So I know God didn't will her fucking Young Thug. I know that for a fact. But she's still over here acting like she's Muslim, just like Ruby Rose, just like Brittany Renner, just like all these fucking Instagram whores. So the point is, this woman is a high-level whore, high-level escort. I told you guys before, 741,000 followers. I told you guys before, any woman that has over 100K followers on Instagram is an escort, 100% at this point, unless you can see any visible business that she's making money from, which you can't. As you can see, what does she have in her bio? Entrepreneur. I guarantee if you ask a bitch if she could spell entrepreneur, she could not do it. Okay? So the only thing she is putting on an entree is the pussy. Okay? And I mean, that's just the reality. So anybody who believes that any woman with significant following on social media, and she doesn't have any visible way to, see how she's monetizing herself, she's selling pussy. Look, let me tell you like this. If you go to my social media, you can see visible ways that I can monetize myself. Now, it depends on which social media you go to. I have multiple social medias, but my main social media, Reclaim Your Throne, you could clearly see that I have a link to my fitness course where it is monetized. Now, obviously, that's not how I make a living. I am a real estate investor. I buy houses, I flip houses, all that shit. So, I mean, you guys know that I've spoken about it candidly on this channel before. I got a 6-figure business in real estate, so I'm not really worried about, monetizing Reclaim Your Throne like that. And that's why I'm able to give you guys these live streams like this. But I told you guys, any woman who has over 100,000 followers is a online whore. If you cannot visibly see any way that she's monetizing her beauty, then she's definitely selling pussy. And the reason why I know this is because, for one, obviously, I've dealt with whores just like this in the past. Not currently, but in the past I have. And we all seen it. We all know what it's like dealing with these sluts out here, man. And these women like to dress up all pretty and paint themselves in a good light. But the reality is she's simply selling pussy, man. And that is the hustle. It's a hustle that it's a hustle. I mean, she was talking about some mashallah, but she's showing her body. If you're Muslim, you cover your hair. Not only you cover your body, but you cover your hair as well. Christians also are commanded by God to cover their hair. Christian women, that is, but they don't do it because women aren't religious. So, I mean, I've been trying to tell you guys, women don't have the discipline to be devout in any significant Abrahamic religion, that is. Now they can do the spiritual. Oh, I'm spiritual. I follow horoscopes and shit. Yeah, they can do that shit because there's no rules. But when there are rules, confinement, and religion has you called to a higher power, and it calls you to be modest. It calls you to present yourself in a certain way. It calls you to obey your husband. It calls you to obey God and obey your husband. They can't do it because, for one, women don't do well with obedience toward men in general. And, they just don't have the discipline to abide by Abrahamic faiths. So that's how you see her dressing like she dressed and posting how she posted. And then literally spread eagle, legs spread wide open, talking about some mashallah. I mean, this is blasphemous. If this chick was in Afghanistan, I mean, y'all know what happened. If it was in Syria, y'all know what happened. I mean, she's basically taking the Lord's name in vain, talking about some mashallah, when she knows she ain't about that life. So this is her. This is his baby mama. She went to Mecca with him. This is one of the most disgusting parts about it. She went to Mecca with him. Okay? And she knew to cover up over there. I'm telling you right now. But she is using Islam as a look, She is using Islam as a look, okay? Not as a faith. She doesn't know who Abraham is. She doesn't know who Isaac is. She doesn't know who Jacob is. She doesn't know who Esau is. She doesn't know anything about the Abrahamic religions. I'd be surprised if she knew who Muhammad is or was. And I'm not Muslim, but even I know a basic fundamental understanding of Islam because I studied all religions because I wanted to be stronger in my own faith. I personally am Christian. So as you can see, Devin Haney knocked her up. She's literally, and this is embarrassing as a child. This is why I keep telling you, for one, modern women have the digital footprint of an adult film actress. Also, modern women don't care about the mental health of their children. She's over here sucking on a banana while pregnant in a sexually seductive manner. She knows she didn't have to post this banana picture. She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures showing her pregnancy bump, revealing her pregnancy bump. She did not have to post this picture with the banana, but she did that to show that she sucks dick 100%. So, I mean, there you have it. The jeans with the unhooked, unbuttoned, waistband. Absolutely thoughterly. So modern women have the digital footprint of an adult film actress, and any woman with over 100,000 followers on any social media platform, if you can't visibly see how she's monetizing herself, she's selling pussy. That's 100% true. And there's literally no exceptions. There really isn't. So that's our understanding of her. She's just your basic Instagram thought. It's nothing significant about this whore. But she was trying to sell the dream to Devin Haney, and I believe they were married, maybe married under religion or whatever. But he has unfollowed her. He deleted all her posts. He deleted everything, pertaining to her on his page. So at least he's not simping like that. When he found out, he left. Unlike Travis found out, he stayed. Devin Haney found out, he left. So, I mean, you do have to give him credit for that. Yes, he's not red pill aware because he was not able to see the signs. But I genuinely don't understand why these rappers, boxers, athletes, whatever you want to call it, in the black community always go after women who've been fucked by the whole industry. Like, this really shows me the intellect level of these niggas, bro. When you can literally get any woman you want and you're going after a woman who's been fucked by the whole industry, you got a problem. So believe it says, question. Even though most women, especially Western women, like tall men, would you say that all men, even short men, too, have value if they commit themselves to self-improvement? Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I'm only 5'8", and I've had great success with women. I mean, you just have to, for one, be in shape. If you're short, you can't be fat, bro. You can't be fat, period. If you are under 6 feet, you cannot be fat. And honestly, the rest kind of works itself out. If you are under 6 feet, you want to date women who are shorter than you or your height. I'm not saying you can't pull a bitch who's taller than you. I'm not saying that. I've done it before. But the odds, are going to be weighing more in your favor if you approach women who are your height or shorter. So you can definitely have success being a short king, 100%, bro. So, all you got to do, I mean, just get in shape, bro. Make sure your face is clear. Get rid of the acne. When you really break it down, a lot of women are very simple. They really are. Now, I'm not saying you can keep her or she's not going to cheat on you or whatever. I don't advise my guys to cuff up any woman unless she has really shown her value to the relationship. So you shouldn't be worried about that aspect. You should just be worried about the attaining part. And yes, you can attain women being under 6 feet. I mean, you see Devin Haney, even though he got his bitch stolen, he is under 6 feet. You see Gervonta Davis, he's also under 6 feet. Floyd Mayweather, under 6 feet. And all these niggas get hella bitches. Devin Haney probably doesn't get hella bitches, but I know Gervonta get hella bitches, and I know Floyd get hella bitches. And I know they're millionaires and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. But I'm just giving you examples of people who you know. Now, where was I going with this? Okay, so when it comes to Lena Saeed, and here's the weird part, we talked about Leanna, Travis Hunter's girl, and now we got a Lena. So these bitches who, Leans and Lenas and Lenas and all this kind of stuff, they taking huge L's this year. So what we're going to do now is we are going to watch the video. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's completely embarrassing. It's completely embarrassing. It's something that no man would want to go through. But this is what's happening. This is what has happened. And, you have this woman right here. She's attracted to Young Thug basically because of the clout that he has, the image that he has. I mean, you could clearly see Young Thug. And if you guys don't know who Young Thug is, He's a rapper who he didn't beat a RICO case. Like a lot of people say, oh, he beat the case. He beat the case. No, the fuck he didn't. He pled out. So, I mean, yes, what he pled to was a win, but was it really when he can't rap the way that he wants to, when he doesn't have his real freedom. He can't hang with gang members and all this kind of stuff. He can't do any of that. So he can't really be himself and do what he want to do. And, that's a problem. So Young Thug, as you can see, face tattoos. He's not an attractive dude at all. I would say he's part of the ugly nigga gang. You know what I'm saying? Ugly nigga gang. And he pled out to lesser charges. I mean, Young Thug was literally known for being ugly. Like, I remember when he first came out, bitches was loving him because of the clout, because of his association to Birdman and Lil Wayne. But they were definitely saying he was ugly. But women love Young Thug. I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I do know what it is. But for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to say, oh, I don't know what it is. I know what it is. The reason why women love Young Thug is because he's a Thug Max Alpha Simp, okay? And black women love Thug Max Alpha Simps. And anybody who is involved in hip-hop culture is going to love Thug Max Alpha Simps. Now, Lena Saeed, I don't think she's a black woman. She looks maybe Arab or Hispanic, whatever. But all you gotta understand is that women are attracted to jailbirds. They're attracted to bad guys. Look at Luigi Mangione, okay? We see what's going on with Luigi Mangione. Everybody's got their opinion about it. I think that he's a horrible person. I think he is a piece of shit. To shoot a man in his back, he didn't even have the decency to look the man in his face and walk him down, tell him why he killed him, all that shit. Y'all know, I mean, if we want to talk about some real gangster shit, a real gangster is going to look the man in his eye, not shoot him in the back like a fucking coward. A lot of people got shit to say about Luigi, talking about, oh, yeah, he's a real one. He's not a coward. No, that's the most cowardly thing to do is shoot a man in the back when he's not looking, when he can't defend himself. If you were a real man, you would have killed him with your bare hands. But as you can see, women are reacting to Luigi Mangione in a positive way. I think he's a bitch ass nigga. I think he's a piece of shit. And I don't condone violence. I don't condone murder, especially. And that's what he's all about, right? He's a fucking rich, spoiled kid who was radicalized on the internet. And I'm not saying the healthcare system is good nor perfect or anything. But what I'm telling you guys is that women are attracted to bad boys. Women, modern women especially, are attracted to the worst types of guys. A man who would shoot another man in the back is the same man who would beat a woman. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. This dude, Luigi Mangione, I mean, there's rumors that he potentially could have been a homosexual, all this kind of stuff. Maybe that's why he had back problems, because he was getting his back blown out, all this shit, bro. And here's the thing about this dude, man. He's a rich kid, radicalized on the internet, and he 3D printed pieces of his weapon. So highly educated, all that kind of stuff. And he decided to throw his life away for what? He didn't even know this man. He wasn't insured with him. I don't think any of his direct family members, immediate family members, were insured with United Healthcare. You got people sympathizing with him and stuff like that. I think he should get the death penalty. I think he should rot in hell. I think we should set an example for him and tell people this is not the way to handle your differences dispute. He could have done a lawsuit. He could have done anything to prove that United Healthcare, to prove that they were intentionally denying claims, using AI to deny claims, even when the AI software was illegitimate. He could have went through a lawsuit. I know he doesn't have the big bucks to, contend with the big guys. But if he had a case, if he was actually insured with them, or he knew somebody who was insured with them, he could have taken it to a lawyer, any lawyer in New York. And if they thought he had a case, he could have got his case taken on pro bono, and then the lawyer gets paid on the back end when they get the settlement. And I genuinely think that was a legitimate option, and an option that not enough people are, exercising. But anyways, the point is that modern women love thugs. Modern women love bad guys. Young Thug is a bad guy. He's a Freemason, satanic rapper, who is also a murderer. He was a participant, or he wasn't a participant, but he put out a hit on, people in his gang. Like, he would bring people into his gang and then put a hit out on them. He was responsible for shooting up Rich Homie Quan's daddy's barbershop, and Rich Homie Quan is now dead from a drug overdose. And right before he was about to testify in the Young Thug case, so that's pretty suspicious. And then Young Thug pleads out to a sweetheart deal, courtesy of his attorney, Brian Steele. And that was a bar. But here's the thing, Young Thug also, piece of shit. He got Lil Wayne's tour bus shot up. The dude that he sent to shoot up Lil Wayne's tour bus did all this time in prison. Young Thug was never held accountable. Okay? He was never held accountable. And the main reason why he was able to get this sweetheart deal is because Fani Willis and her fucking her Banana Republic office in Fulton County, they're so incompetent, and they are, just horrible attorneys. They're so bad. Even the judge got removed from the case. They're literally so bad at doing their job that they had to give him this plea deal. Otherwise, there were strong inklings that this case could have potentially been thrown out. And you see, Fani Willis was actually thrown off of the Trump case as well. And I think it was just like a snowball effect from there. And honestly, Fani Willis should be disbarred. She perjured herself. She hired her love interest as a main prosecutor in the Trump case, the election interference case. This woman is, typical black woman, doesn't want to take accountability, overweight, thinks she is, top shit, all that shit. And that's what it was about, man. That's what it was about. So her office fumbled the bag. Fulton County is a shithole. And honestly, it really upsets me, because I believe that we have enough black people who are competent and objective, like Clarence Thomas, the Supreme Court justice. I believe we have black people like that in our community. But unfortunately, the black people who end up getting power are the most incompetent, the most corrupt, just the worst character. They have horrible character, horrible morals, gaslighters, race baiters, all that shit, man. So when you look at Fulton County, that's all that office is about. It is a race baiting, bullshit ass office. You can't take them seriously at all. And honestly, any case tried by Fani Willis, I have high concerns for them. And honestly, I think every case tried by her should be reviewed. And, even if it's a bad guy that she threw away, if she did some mismanagement or suppression of evidence or whatnot, how she's doing on the Trump case, I think then that they should be ordered a mistrial, even if it puts a bad guy on the street. That is how bad I think Fani Willis and her office are, not only for the city of Atlanta, but for the state of Georgia in general. I'm disappointed in Governor Kemp for not pursuing anything further with her as well, an investigation, anything, man. But like I said, Young Thug is known to be an ugly nigga. He got all these face tattoos, all these piercings on his face, and his baby mom. I mean, there's so much shit on Young Thug. Everybody around Young Thug dies. Everybody. Or is in serious, grave danger. Okay? Everybody. All right? Everybody. Okay? Serious danger. If you are in association with Young Thug, you're in serious danger. Rich Homie Quan, dead. He actually was behind putting a hit out on, well, it was a mistaken identity case where they were looking for somebody else, but this hit resulted in the murder of Keisha Lance Bottoms, the former mayor of Atlanta's, I believe it was her nephew. So he's responsible for the death of that young man, and this is a black man. This guy is a piece of shit. All he cares about is killing black people, selling drugs to black people, selling toxic music to black people. He's a Freemason, Luciferian, satanic hip-hop artist. And I personally loathe hip-hop. I have a strong disdain for hip-hop nowadays. It really just upsets me where hip-hop has gone and how it has taken our culture. I used to be involved in the music industry. I've seen it all before. I've seen what they try and do to you. I've seen what they try and make you become. And I think it's disgusting. I think it's horrendous. I think it is abysmal. And I genuinely think that almost every rapper, I'd say 99% of black rappers are pieces of shit, right? I just think they're bad people. And I don't think they belong in the black community. This is my opinion. You might love hip hop. I don't. Okay? I can't do it anymore. I can't listen to shoot a nigga, kill a nigga anymore. Okay? I can't stomach it anymore. All right? So that's just kind of my take on Young Thug. Again, like I said, he also got his baby mama killed beefing with YFN niggas. Everybody around Young Thug gets murdered or dies. So he's a bad guy. And the fact that this woman wants to mess with him over Devin Haney is ridiculous. Now let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. All right. Why would this woman pick Young Thug over Devin Haney? Okay. Why would this woman pick Young Thug over Devin Haney? Well, a lot of it is status. A lot of it is status and money, but a lot of it is status. Devin Haney is worth $6 million. Okay. Young Thug, they're saying Young Thug is only worth $4 million. So especially after that case, I definitely can believe it. So, but he's been in the game for decades and he's only worth $4 million. That's absolutely shameful, honestly. Shows the mismanagement of funds. It shows that Birdman is raping him, not only physically, but he's also raping him financially. Rich gang. So, all rappers are pieces of shit. Nothing new here. Moving along. So why would she deal with Young Thug over Devin Haney? He has more facial recognition. She probably resonates with his music. She probably listened to his music, enjoyed his music, was a fan of his music. And this is why it's so important to, understand who your girl's celebrity crush is. Because if she gets in front of this guy, she 100% is going to fold. No question about it. If she gets in front of this guy, she's 100% going to fold. Okay? And, like I said, it's just like, I feel bad for Devin Haney because he really poured into this woman. Okay? He really poured into this woman. And now articles are coming out saying Devin Haney's wealth was shrunk by his wife's lavish spending. So let's get into this article. It was literally alpha fucks beta bucks, except I believe that Devin Haney is more physically alpha than Young Thug. Obviously, Young Thug can't fight. Obviously, Young Thug has no physical prowess, right? And Devin Haney is more of a quote unquote what we would describe as a real man than Young Thug. But in this case, Alpha Smashes, Beta Crashes, or Beta Cashes, he was the Beta Cash. He was the Beta Cash. And people are saying she used to do OnlyFans too. Yeah. I mean, this dude's a fucking idiot. This is the type of bitch that you fuck only. And it shows how much of a simp he is and the lack of bad bitches that he's gotten before. Okay? Shows you how much of a simp that this guy is and the lack of bad bitches he's had in his life. Right? You can just tell he's never dated a bad bitch. And honestly, he kind of looks like a light-skinned Travis Hunter. I'm not going to lie. So you can only imagine why women weren't really flocking to him like that before the fame. So let's get into the article. As of 2024, Devin Haney has a net worth of $5 million. Haney's wealth has taken a significant hit over the past year. Excuse me. Primarily due to his wife's extravagant spending habits, frequent high-stakes gambling, and hosting lavish parties. So he's got a party girl. He's got a girl who's not frugal, and she's a gambler. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. Excuse me. Sources say Haney's wife's expensive lifestyle drained a big chunk of his money, with him paying for costly luxury items and non-stop parties. On top of that, she allegedly threatened to accuse him of assault and domestic violence to pressure him into giving her more cash. This is a woman that you do not want to deal with. So they're just breaking down his assets and investments. Devin Haney is rumored to be married to Lena Said, who is an Instagram influencer turned entrepreneur. We all know what that means. They reportedly got married during a visit to Mecca, as indicated by a video that circulated on the internet. Lena Said has a significant following on social media and has been involved with groups like Taz's Angels. And that's where he fucked up. Like, why are you fucking with a former Taz Angel, nigga? Like, are you dumb? I guess he is. And the reason why I think he was game goofy, game green, because in San Francisco, especially any part of California, they tell you don't worry about her body count, accept her for who she is. Very liberal area. But in the South, we don't do that. We care about body count. If you're a hoe, we're going to drop you and we're going to treat you accordingly. So she couldn't have done this with no Southern nigga. And Young Thug, even though he is a homosexual, satanic, Luciferian, Freemason rapper, he is still an Atlanta nigga. Okay? And he's still, you know, he's still, you know, I mean, Young Thug, he sluts bitches out. He really does. I mean, he probably has sex with men too, but he definitely sluts bitches out, and he treats them, especially these industry chicks, how they're supposed to be treated. Now, you can agree with it or not, whatever, but the way that his lifestyle is, he moves kind of like Future, okay? He moves kind of like Future when it comes to women. He never really claims a bitch. I think he's with Mariah the Scientist right now, but he's not faithful to her. You know what I'm saying? So he slimed the bitch out. He was talking to Lena Said, same time he was talking to Mariah the Scientist. And that's his bitch right now. So let's get into who Mariah the Scientist is as well. And I mean, if you look at this woman, she would look like a good girl, right? She looks like a good girl. Okay? She looks like a good girl, right? She looks like, I mean, honestly, she looks like a more tame Brittany Renner. Now this is a slutty look right here. I mean, I guess she's going on stage with that, or Halloween maybe. These shorts are absolutely insane. So yeah, she's kind of slutty. But what I will say though is, I mean, she kind of has that good girl turned bad look, you know? And this is the woman that he's dealing with right now. Okay. You can tell he fucks with the light-skinned bitches. That's his type. But she is also attracted to Young Thug. And the reason why is hybristophilia. It's hypergamy. It's a combination of hypergamy and hybristophilia. And what hybristophilia is a woman's infatuation or love for criminals. Young Thug is indeed a convicted felon, a criminal, pled out to multiple felony RICO charges. And he completely disrespects the women that are in his life, but they don't care. And this is why, it's hard for us over here to have a lot of respect for modern women, because they tell you, oh, we're good girls and you just got to be a good guy. You just have to be yourself and have a good personality and all this stuff. And they lie and they tell you what you need to be so that you can become some simp who's giving them money and paying for shit and paying for their bills. Meanwhile, they're fucking the Thug Max Alpha simp who's not doing a damn thing for them. So what we're going to talk about here is how Young Thug responded to the we're going to talk about here how Young Thug responded to the video that came out. And I don't know how this jail footage of Young Thug was released. I really don't know. Definitely some impropriety on the well, I guess this is all public record. Phone calls made in a prison cell is technically public record. You could get access to them via FOIA request. So maybe was doing FOIA requests on every single one of. He was potentially doing FOIA requests. Some attorney was doing FOIA requests on every single one of Young Thug's phone calls. So what we're going to do now is break down the phone call between him and Lena. This is when she was dating or married to Devin Haney. And then we're going to react to his reaction of this leaking. Shout out to Passionate Dreamer. He said, did you hear Young Thug's response? Yep, we're going to get into that. Marty W says, Atlanta chicks love piece of shit niggas no matter how educated. Yep, exactly. I could never fuck behind Thug no matter how much money he has. Yep, that nigga got, I'm not going to say he got HIV, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had genital herpes for sure, because of the homosexual acts that he's participated in, and then just all the industry whores that he's had sex with. People are saying it was before they were married. So this is timestamp. Okay, July 2022. Honestly, it doesn't matter. They were still talking during this time. And then she let him tie the knot, which is a lot even more disrespectful. So let's get into it.
You said there's two things. What is it?
I don't know. I just had I don't know.
Tell me. Don't do that. Tell me. Please.
I thought we were just aligned. I thought we were the same. I just can't believe what you. I don't know.
We are aligned. We are. I said it came out wrong.
So she must have said something that rubbed him the wrong way. Maybe, I wish you was out here with me, da 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 da, so we could turn up and da 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 da. But you in there. She probably said something like that. And if you ever been in jail or prison or anything like that, you don't want to hear. I mean, yeah, you want to hear about the outside, but you don't want to hear a girl that you are, have a love interest in coming to you and saying, well, I wish you was out here because it's lit and da da da. You don't want to hear that. You're in jail. You want encouragement for what you got going on behind them walls, right? But instead, she is pretty game goofy. Not game goofy enough to not finesse niggas, but she's game goofy enough not to really understand how to deal with, interact with, be in a relationship with a quote unquote real street nigga. Okay. And, you know, I am not a big proponent of, oh, the real street nigga. Oh, you know, as if that's something to glorify. You guys know over here, we don't support Thug Max Alpha Simps. We do support Thug Maxing in order to get women, right? If that's your steez, if that's what you're into, in particular, black women or urban women, industry type women, yes, it's necessary to Thug Max to get these women. But we don't condone participating in the Thug Max lifestyle. But a quote unquote real street nigga, like I said, I'm not glorifying this, but I'm telling you how niggas think. A quote unquote real street nigga, you have to know how to be with them. You have to know how to move. You have to know how to speak. And there's just certain things that you don't say when a nigga is behind bars. And it sounds like she violated in that way.
I'm sorry, I worded it the wrong way, and I did not mean it that way. I really did. You have to believe me. Like, you're like laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny. I would never say that. Like, I would never say that. Like, that's not the person I am. I would never. Why are you looking at me like that? Stop.
Like what?
You don't even believe me. It's like you don't believe me. You're raising your eyebrow. You're like,
It's not that I don't believe you. It's just I can't believe you. I can't believe what you.
okay,
I
well,
don't know. I can't believe what you said.
it came out wrong. I'm telling you, it came out wrong, and I did not mean it that way. I meant to say, like, I want you to, like, obviously, I want you to be out here with me, like. Do you get it? Do you get what I mean?
And this is just another example of these women being full of shit, bro. These are the same women who are gonna, you know, they call guys like me, oh, you're a bum. You unemployed ass nigga. Stop talking about this. Stop talking about that. And it's just so fucking hypocritical. Like, bruh, your baby daddy's in fucking prison. You're a piece of shit. You're a single mom. Nobody loves you, not even your baby daddy. And you're over here trying to tell me about my life. I can tell you about my life. I own my own home. The house that I'm living in now, I own it outright. Okay. And I own multiple other properties. I got 25 acres in South Georgia. You know, I got $1 million real estate portfolio. And I'm not even trying to brag on myself. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody. But what I find interesting and hilarious is that women will sit up here and try and talk shit about productive men who are trying to call this behavior out and warn other men about women like them. And when you do that, oh, you're a broke nigga, get a job, unemployed this, unemployed that. I mean, at this point, I could retire at the ripe age of 29 and live the rest of my life off my savings and just shut my whole business down, live the rest of my life on my savings. But I don't want to do that because I love working. I love what I do. Love flipping houses, love buying land, all that shit. It's exciting to me. You know, I love working on houses. I love doing plumbing, HVAC. You know, I love getting in the crawl space and you know, replacing foundations. I love that type of shit, man. I love getting my hands dirty. I love working hard. Right? I love doing floors. I love drywall. You know what I'm saying? I love landscaping, man. You know? So it's just like these women are literally dealing with men who have zero life skills from a practical standpoint. And honestly, I mean, we are over here, we're not jealous of that. They're gonna come. Well, why are you worried? Why are you jealous of them? I would. I promise you, nobody is jealous of Young Thug. Okay. The only thing that you could envy about this guy is maybe the amount of money that he has. If you're that type of person where you envy people with more money than you, but honestly, what is having the whole world when you lose your soul? Young Thug is a confirmed Freemason, sold his soul to Lucifer. He is a satanic Luciferian rapper. He has participated in homosexual rap rituals. He has participated in gang hits, calling hits on black men. Absolutely disgusting and deplorable behavior. He is a drug addict, okay? A perpetual drug addict, a consumer of drugs. Even during the case, one of his niggas tried to hand him some Percocets or something. So I don't see why anyone would envy this guy. And, obviously the black women and maybe even other women will come to my channel and try and say, oh, you're jealous of Young Thug. No, I'm not jealous of a guy who had to suck dick to become famous. I'm not jealous of a guy who is wearing a dress to become famous. I'm not jealous of a guy who puts a hit out on a guy that was, someone he looked up to in Lil Wayne and shoots up his tour bus 100 times in an attempt to take his life. And, I don't fuck with hip hop anymore, but during that time, I was a big Lil Wayne advocate. I thought he was the best rapper alive at the time, and many other people did. I felt it was extremely disrespectful that Young Thug was naming his rap album Barter 6 or whatever the fuck he named it. I thought it was ridiculous that he was beefing with Young Thug and they were damn near on the same brother or cousin labels. I hated the way that Birdman turned on Lil Wayne when he potentially molested him when he was younger. People don't like to talk about that. Okay. A lot of people got smoked for Diddy. Diddy's not the only diddler in the industry. A lot of these guys are. Okay. A lot of these guys are. So, why would I envy a man who has completely soiled his chance at the afterlife? I wouldn't. So, the point is that women online would literally say you're hating, say you hate yourself if you call out this disgusting behavior coming from Young Thug. Now, in this video, obviously, he seems very tame. He was humbled by his arrest, I believe. And it kind of turned down his, I'm not going to say it turned down his confidence. I think he believed that he was going to beat the case ultimately. But being in that Fulton County jail just increased his reach and influence when it comes to criminal gang activity. It almost legitimized him in a sense, especially the fact that people think he beat the case when he didn't actually beat the case. He pled out to lesser charges, and his lawyer got him a deal because that courtroom, the Fulton County court, fumbled the case, and they were desperate to get a deal because it was either get a deal or the case is potentially going to be dropped, dismissed, mistrial, because of all of the shenanigans that went on. So there was a high likelihood that case could have underwent a mistrial, and that would have just been taxpayer dollars going out the window, and they were desperate to get a plea deal, so they offered him a deal, and he took it. So he didn't beat the case. He pled out, okay? But it is a win, ultimately. It's a win for him. He gets to leave the jail. So that is a win. He gets aspects of his freedom back. But why would you envy a guy who's on probation for 17 years? Like, it's like these women, they're just so fucking stupid, bruh. Like, why would I be jealous of a nigga who has to piss in a cup every 2 weeks? And I don't do drugs, but if I did do drugs, I have the freedom to do whatever drug I could do methamphetamine, I could do heroin, I could do cocaine, I could do any drug that I wanted to, and I wouldn't be worried about taking a drug test, violating a probation, and going back to prison. He has to worry about that. He can't do the drugs that he was doing before, and he was actually having withdrawals in jail when he first got up in there. A lot of people forget about that. Why would I be, and the reason why he gained so much weight is because he got off the drugs. Why would I be jealous of a crackhead? Young Thug is essentially a crackhead. There's even videos of Leor Cohen, top Jew in the music industry, Leor Cohen, literally sitting down with Young Thug, begging him to finish songs. Young Thug is an unmotivated, derelict. He is there's so many negative things to say about him. I don't really have any positive things to say about him, but he is an unmotivated, derelict, unintelligent, piece of shit, black male hating, right? Black male hating. A lot of people love to say, I hate myself. Well, guess what, guys? I've never killed a black man. I've also never done intentional harm to myself. It's so funny how people say, oh, you hate yourself. You hate yourself. You know who hates themselves? A bitch who cuts herself. You know who hates themselves? Someone who drinks themselves to sleep at night. You know who hates themselves? Somebody who abuses drugs. You know who hates themselves? Somebody who participates in the degenerate hip hop culture. Those are the people who hate themselves. Okay? Those are the people who perpetually are taking substances to numb whatever they got going on. Meanwhile, your boy is over here sober as a gopher. And I'm living life. I'm absolutely enjoying life. Got a beautiful girl, beautiful family. Couldn't ask for more. I work for everything I got, work for everything I've earned, and I've done it the right way. I never cut corners, okay? I didn't have to put hits out on niggas to come up. I didn't have to put hits out on niggas to prove my masculinity. You know how I prove my masculinity? I wake up every morning at 6 a.m. I study the stock market. I study the crypto market. And then I go to the gym. And I prove my masculinity on a daily basis. You know what masculinity is? Stepping up to the plate. Stepping up to your responsibilities. Young Thug hasn't done that. He has multiple baby mamas by multiple different women. Multiple babies by multiple different women. His house is in disarray. His house is in disorder. Why would a black man like me, who has my shit together, I don't have any kids, and if I wanted to have kids, I would have kids with one woman. I would marry that woman, and I would do the thing the right way. Obviously, I'm not going to sign no documents. You already know. Red pill aware over here. But I would 100% make sure that my family is solidified and all in one house. Okay, I might have my little getaway place, whatever, just so I can have time to myself, focus on working and being more productive and being able to provide and not having the distractions. My woman being the homemaker, my woman being the one who, provides that stability at home for me, organization, cleaning, cooking, child rearing, all that good stuff. Okay. So, it's just funny how these women will get online and say, oh, you're jealous of Young Thug. Jealous of what? This guy's a piece of shit. Jealous of what? This guy's a fucking crackhead. Jealous of what? This guy wears dresses. He's a fucking homosexual. And no disrespect to the homosexuals out there. But I don't support homosexuality. I believe it is an abomination, as the Bible says. I believe it is blasphemous to the divine order that God has created for us on this earth. So why the fuck would I envy this guy? Right? But of course, if you are trying to hold the black community accountable, you're jealous. You hate yourself. Again, you know what people do when they hate themselves? They cut themselves. You know what people do when they hate themselves? They might bleach their skin. Serena Williams. I've done neither of that. Never cut myself intentionally. I actually poked myself with a knife opening gifts today. But it wasn't on purpose. And when I started bleeding, I put some tissue over it and kept it moving. Peroxide, clean the wound, keep it moving. Okay? Never intentionally hurt myself. Never took 30 Tylenols in an attempt to overdose. Never tried to attempt suicide. And I'm not trying to make light of anybody who has ever done these things and have been going through emotional distress. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying that's what you do when you hate yourself. You try and harm yourself. You try and end your life. You participate in destructive behaviors because you hate the man that you are. You can't live with yourself sober. You can't live with who you are sober. It's eating you alive. You're internalizing everything. You care what people think about you. And you loathe yourself. You look at yourself as lesser than. Even if you put out this hard exterior like Young Thug tries to do. But like I said, this guy, he's not a hard worker. All of his albums, you can hear the throwaway songs on that bitch. You can hear the throwaway songs on his albums. It's like 60% of them. Now, I will say the ones that aren't throwaway songs, they end up being hits. I'm not going to lie. The guy, I'm not saying he doesn't have any talent. He has some talent. He has like flows. I personally don't like the mumble rap shit. I'm not a fan of that. But I'm not just going to go out and say, okay, he doesn't have any talent. He has flows. He has certain melodies. But he's also using auto-tune. So it's like, does it really count? So it's just funny to see the reaction of these dumbass bitches who don't like my channel and who don't like when I'm trying to hold women or men accountable. And right now we're really holding Young Thug accountable when this bitch is mainly in the wrong. He's just doing what any other jail nigga would do, and that's take a phone call from what people would perceive to be a bad bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
You think if I really felt like that, I would be here?
I think you felt like
It's
that, but I
hard
think
for-
you just feel bad. So that's
What?
why you came. I think you felt like that, but I just think you felt bad by saying it. So that's why you.
No, I don't feel like that.
You do.
No, I don't.
But
This
you
is
gotta-
something that someone else told me, and I feel like I should have never said that to you. I should have never repeated it. I should have never said that.
You could have repeated it. It don't matter. Cause I looked at that person. I love that.
Why
person
the
too,
fuck
and
would
I
she
always
say that to
respect
me?
That person.
Huh?
I just looked at it. I'm happy that you told me that though, because I just looked at that person the same way.
Yeah, and I don't
looked
even
at-
know her like that. I don't even know her. Why are you telling me this? For what? You know what I mean? I don't fuck with her like that. I don't even know her. And I don't feel like that. I feel like, I don't know. It was just like I was around my sister and her man or whatever, and that was kind of like making me frustrated. And I'm like, damn, like I wish you were with me. Like,
So it sounds like she was kind of talking shit behind Young Thug's back. That's what it sounds like to me. And, you know, gossip shit. A girl told a girl this, and then it got back to Young Thug in jail. I mean, don't these niggas in jail know what's going on the outside? They may not be able to physically interact with what's going on the outside, but women are the main source of intel for niggas in jail, especially in Fulton County. Remember when that woman got charged for trying to bring drugs to Gunna in jail when they first got arrested? Do y'all remember that shit? And that's the reason why Gunna ended up taking that plea deal, because they were about to fucking fry that dude. They were about to fry him. But then he ended up taking a plea deal and admitted that YSL was a gang, a crime syndicate, and he was able to walk away from it. Let's see. Woman arrested for bringing drugs to Gunna. So you see a nurse was charged. I want to get her picture. But this is a real story that happened when Gunna and Young Thug first got locked up. She risked it all for a rapper. Nurse charged for allegedly trying to smuggle Gunna drugs. So I'm trying to find this image of the woman. It was a black woman, obviously. And this is the type of shit that I'd be talking about. No morals, no integrity. You work as a nurse in the jail and you're corrupt. She's totally corrupt. Okay? That is corruption. That's corruption. I'm not saying that white people in leadership positions aren't corrupt either. But I genuinely believe that as black people, given the history of this country, we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. I really do. Okay? I really do. And let's see. I'm trying to find her mugshot because honestly, yeah, I believe in embarrassing bitches. I do. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I don't like these hoes, bro. I really don't. Like, I don't like them at all, bro. Just don't. I think they're corrupt. I think they're pieces of shit, just like these niggas. I think they will set you up to get killed. I think they're assholes. I think they're whores. I think they are cheaters. All that shit. So let's see. I'm trying to find the woman. All right, here we go. I mean, we got the article. We don't necessarily. They're saying it's Yak Gotti's mama. And here's the thing. I don't want any smoke with YSL or the gang or anything like that. Like, I'm not looking for a fucking gang fight. I really don't. I'm in Atlanta. I'm just telling it how it is. I think these guys are pieces of shit. I think they are horrible for the black community. And I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't respect them. I respect the fact that in their ability to commit violence against people. Like, it's not that I respect that they do that, but I respect the fact that they will do it. And I understand that. And you act accordingly to that by arming yourself. But I just think the behaviors of these niggas is absolutely disgusting. So as a racketeering trial against Atlanta's YSL crew gears up, another arrest has been made, but not connected with the original 56-count indictment that has Young Thug facing a massive sentence and fans calling Gunna a snitch. Latasha Kendrick, the mother of YSL rapper Yak Gotti, was arrested on Tuesday, January 17th, and charged with a criminal attempt to commit a misdemeanor after trying to pass the rapper a bag reportedly filled with tobacco and rolling papers at the Fulton County Courthouse. So she's smuggling contraband into the jail. You're not allowed to smuggle tobacco into prison. And it was most likely a test to see if she could get the tobacco in there, she could get harder drugs in there. And that's how people overdose in jail, by these whore-ass nurses putting drugs up their pussy and giving it to people. Plain blank. Now, there are some male CEOs who are doing the same thing, but overwhelmingly, you see women working in jails as CEOs or nurses or whatever, get involved with the inmates, and then they start doing their bidding and committing crimes and smuggling drugs, weapons, contraband, all this shit to the prisoners. WSB TV reports that the mother of Gotti's child, Naisha Cox, alerted the rapper's attorney to the contraband. Kendrick alleges that Cox was the one who requested the bag, and an arrest warrant has been issued for the younger woman as well. So they both got locked up. Okay. Gotti is one of the 14 remaining defendants in the case and faces charges including conspiracy to commit murder, theft by receiving stolen property, and participation in criminal street gang activity. Other defendants, including YSL founder Young Thug, who is charged with possession of illegal firearms and drugs, while other YSL members like Gunna and Umfunk have accepted plea deals that suspended any sentences and allowed them to go free ahead of the trial. The trial is expected to last up to 6 months, with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office accusing YSL of being a hybrid street gang rather than just a record label. So they're laundering money through their street gang and all this kind of stuff. As it pertains to Gunna, I think that the way that he has responded to this case has been exemplary. I think that he's completely turned his back on the street shit because he saw how many niggas was folding. He saw how many niggas was folding in there. Okay. He saw how many niggas was folding in there. So let's get a picture of Latasha Kendrick, this dumbass bitch. So yes, I mean, anybody who's like, oh, well, you must hate these. Yes, I hate them. Okay, cool. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, yes, I hate these hoes. I really do. Because they're the reason why so many black men are dying. They're the reason why so many black children are being killed inside of the womb. And I hate these niggas too. So, I mean, I'm even on both sides, bro. I can't stand this like gang culture in the black community. I can't stand it, bro. I won't stand for it. I won't support it. I understand it. I get it. I won't stand for it. I don't support it. I never will. So that's just it. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. It contributes to degeneracy, alcoholism, drug addiction, abuse, murder, theft, lack of morals. And I don't support that at all. So this is the woman who was smuggling the drugs into the Fulton County jail. She's a nurse, and her son is a fucking gang member. How are these people allowed to work in Fulton County in our institutions when they're children? And I know sometimes you can't control your kids and all this kind of stuff, but there needs to be some deep ass interrogation and vetting for these women and men who get into our government and are playing vital roles. Like, y'all need background checks. They need to see who's their son, who's their kid, whatever, what cases they've had, what charges they've had. And then they need to ask them, hey, are you in support of the activities of your child? Are you in support of this, da? And, you know, it should be a psychiatric evaluation before letting these dumbass weave wearing bitches participate in our systems, because all they're doing is corrupting our systems and creating a lack of trust in our institutions. Nobody trusts the Fulton County courtroom anymore because of all the shenanigans that went on during the YSL trial and during the Trump trial and others. There are other guys who have been completely railroaded by this court. And it's about time that somebody spoke on it and at least made an attempt to hold him accountable. So I showed y'all the bitch and how women are actually the main mules is what they call it.
I don't know.
Mules for gang activity, drug contraband in jails.
I was by myself. While she was booed up.
Were you?
Hmm?
Were you?
Yeah. I was by myself on my birthday.
So apparently it sounds like he's gotten intel that she was out turning up, twerking on niggas, all this type of stuff. So he's basically calling cap. He's basically calling cap and saying that, hey, you're lying to me and shit's not lining up.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
She belongs to the streets.
She was with her nigga. And I was just... Yeah.
I'm happy you came down here.
Some of this is kind of intelligible. You can't really tell what he's saying because he's a mumble rapper. He has no diction. He has no real way to express himself. He can't speak in full sentences. I think he had a pretty sober mind behind bars, and he was a little bit more competent than he regularly is on the drugs. But another point that I wanted to make about women and jails and all this kind of stuff. Here's another reason why women deal with men behind bars, because it's easier to cheat, bro. Duh, right? It fulfills that fantasy of being with the bad boy and not actually having to deal with the ramifications of being with the bad boy. Because what comes with the bad boy is, I mean, let's talk about it. What comes with the bad boy is domestic violence, abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, but mainly physical abuse, verbal abuse as well. All right. Him talking down to her, him talking shit about her. You know, in high school, us competent, Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men, black men who were making good grades, 3.0s or higher. I graduated with a 4.2. But black men who were competent, doing well in school, we loathe these type of guys. This is not to say that we weren't able to get women during this time. Some guys weren't. I personally was, because I was also an athlete. But we loathe these guys. We despise these guys because we were taught to be good men. Malcolms, guys with their fathers involved in their lives, right? Guys who were brought up in the church like I was. I was brought up in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. I am now non-denominational, but those roots and that foundation created by Richard Allen, the founder of the AME Church, that's still within me, right? So when it comes to these Thug Max Alpha Simps, us guys who were doing the right thing, we couldn't stand these guys. We had a real hatred for these men, not because we were jealous of the way that they moved or anything like that, but we would see the way that they treated women. And this was, you know, guys, we're in high school. This is before we have any awareness of the red pill. Nowadays, guys in high school have awareness of the red pill, way more access to internet, all that kind of stuff. Y'all know the drill. 1 second. Yeah, but we didn't like these guys because they were able to treat women horribly. Horribly. They disrespected them in public. They cursed them out in public. They didn't answer their phone calls. They didn't call them back. They didn't text them back. They cheated on them perpetually. All that stuff. And we would be observers of that, right? We would be observers of that. Any guy, any black male who went to a black school and you're a good kid, I'm talking about not getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Not skipping class, not going to OSS or ISS or anything like that. You're doing the right thing. You're walking a straight and narrow path. Any competent Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men, black men who went to these schools, they can tell you, yes. And when what we consider bad boy in the black community is not the same as these other communities, because the bad boy in the white community is a guy with a leather jacket who rides a Harley Davidson and smokes cigarettes. That's all it takes to be a bad boy in the white community. But in the black community, it's a little different. The bad boys in our school, like when we were in high school, they were smoking weed in the bathroom. They were skipping class. They were beating on women. They were talking down to women, being disrespectful, all this kind of stuff. And now getting older, we just ended up realizing that shit works. So, you know, it has become part of game now to be disrespectful to women. Now, I'm not saying, you know, beat her ass or shit like that. But what I'm saying is you have to kind of neg them a little bit. And I'm not saying just like openly and outwardly just neg and neg and neg. But there's a give and go, a tug and pull with this thing when it comes to women. And a lot of us had to learn that through experience and observation and stuff like that. But the ultimate point is we did not like these guys who were abusive to their women in high school. And some of us would be friends with these women and we'd say, why do you let this guy treat you like this? If you have not had this conversation and I'm not talking about thug niggas. I'm not talking about hood niggas or anything like that. I'm just talking about black men who, you know, are on on their grade level reading level. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about niggas who will pass the graduation test with flying colors. I'm talking about niggas who speak with proper dialect, proper diction, not niggas who, hey, bro, what's good? Yeah, hey, like on some real shit, bro. Like, hey, nah, it's real funny shit, bro. Like, hey, don't be on no funny tight shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not talking about those guys, bro. We're talking about black men who can actually read, black men who can actually do math, black men who actually excelled in chemistry, excelled in biology, black men who actually did their schoolwork and turned it in on time. Those are what I'm talking about. These types of black men who go on to be successful and watch their classmates either go to hell or prison. We looked at these situations and we would ask the women, hey, why do you let this guy treat you like this, man? Why do you put up with this stuff? Why are you with this thug dude? And, you know, they'd always, oh, I love him. You know, I'll fix him. I'll change him. He's actually not that bad of a guy coming to school with a black eye. He's not actually that bad of a guy. Yeah, we've heard it all before and we're fucking tired of it. That's why we ain't fucking with y'all hoes no more. You know, that's why we are becoming passport bros. That's why we're becoming SYSBM. That's why we are dating IR, dating interracially. Because of that, because of the experience that we had. And, you know, I'm not saying, oh, well, none of these guys, none of my Malcolms didn't get bitches in high school. That's not what I'm saying. And that's what they love to say. Me personally, you already know my story if you follow my channel. Okay. When I lost my virginity, I fucked two bitches in the same day. And then the next day I fucked a cheerleader. And it's not to brag about it. I'm not saying this was a good thing or anything like that. You know, now come to think about it, I look back on it and I wish I could have done things differently. But obviously it's a cool story to niggas who think that shit is cool. Right. But my point is that, yes, you could also be a good kid and still get pussy in high school. But we also looked at these relationships between these thug max alpha simps, and most of the time they were getting the most beautiful women at the school. Let's just keep it a buck. And there wasn't really many of them at the school, but most of the time they were able to get the most beautiful women because they were thug maxed. And only in my adulthood did I realize what was actually going on after certain reflection.
I'll come again. What else? You said there's two things.
Yeah. The second thing was that I'm happy that you can't, I can't believe you came down here.
I was like, I haven't spoken to you in a while, so I was like, you're gonna have to talk to me if I pull up here. Right?
So it sounds like she's kind of saying a phone works both ways. Phone works both ways. So you can call me, and it sounds like she wasn't calling him enough, and she's saying you could call me too. You know, phone works both ways. But I mean, honestly, when you're on the outside, some girls will answer that collect call. You're getting a collect call from the Fulton County Jail. You know what I'm saying? Inmate 26789. And then a fucking muffled ass recording. Like you hear the fucking echo and the ambient noises in the background and the reverb from the jail. You know, hey, you hear cages closing. Hey, nigga, get my shit, bro. Hey, bro. You hear all that shit in the background. And then the nigga says, Jeffrey Williams is on the line. Would you like to take this call? I mean, nobody wants to get that call. Nobody wants to talk on the phone knowing that their phone is recorded. Especially in this YSL Rico gang case, they're going to tap your phone. Not only for this call, but they might tap your phone in the future and see if you were involved in the gang. And, you know, maybe you're not doing gang activity, but you might have some things that you wanted to keep under wraps. Nobody wants to take that call. So when you have family members in jail, when you have love interests in jail, when you have these people that you care about in jail, it's difficult to take that call, not only emotionally. You know, I've had family in jail, and when you talk to them, it's always an emotional ride. It's always an emotional roller coaster. Okay. It always, you know, it feels like, it feels like your heart is dropping every time you speak to them, because you're like, damn, I told you about being good and doing things the right way. I told you about being a nice person and not committing crimes. I've told you time and time again about this type of stuff. And you still continue to do it. Like, why? Why you do it? Like, you're breaking down. You're talking to them. Man, why? You're smarter than this. You can do so much better. I believe in you. I believe in your potential. I believe in your mind. Why you keep getting yourself in these situations? So these conversations are extremely taxing and difficult for young men and loved ones to speak to their family members behind bars. So yeah, I can understand why she wouldn't want to take his call every now and then. I can understand why he don't want to call her and reach out to her, because he even states in this video, you know, I don't want to be a burden, all this kind of stuff.
Hmm?
So you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Really beautiful.
Thanks.
And you have a beautiful soul. And you should, you know, I guess like try to, you know, you should try to.
Try to what?
See, you hear the background I was just telling you.
Good. Good. Yeah. I thought about going back out. You know, I'm gonna make this time. Ain't no pressure.
Try to what?
No.
You said try to what? You said try to something.
You should try to like find like, I don't know, like love or something. So you
No.
won't just be lonely. Because I don't want you to feel them certain. I don't, you know, I don't have like, I don't. No.
I don't like anyone.
So you hear her, she says, I don't like anyone, knowing that she's dealing with Devin Haney.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Fake crying. Look, she's not even showing her face. Fake crying.
I don't like anyone. No one's like you. I don't like them. I want you.
Why would you say that?
Huh? What? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Fake tears.
If you wanted me, then why would you say that?
I want you. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean it. I swear.
Yo, she is literally crying over a nigga who is locked up for Rico, bruh. She's literally crying over a nigga who is locked up for Rico, bruh. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, this is just how modern women move. This is just how modern women behave, bro. So I want to open up the stream if you guys want to talk about it, or if you have any disagreements or beef with me. Now, you know, if you have any disagreements, you're definitely going to have to cam up. But if you just want to talk, you know, anonymously and all that kind of stuff, and you're on topic, then we can deal with that too. So I dropped the stream link. You can join the stream at any time.
I really didn't mean it. I really didn't mean it. I feel so bad.
Young Thug acting like he fake crying. This nigga wiping non-existent tears. That's hilarious.
I feel really bad. I swear to God, I didn't mean it. It just came out wrong. I worded it so wrong. And you took it the wrong way. I love you.
Holy shit. I love you. And there you have it. I don't want nobody else. I love you. Dude, this guy is a blatant and obvious homosexual. And you're over here simping for this nigga, bro. This is why modern women are full of shit. This is why modern women are full of shit, bro. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you right now, SYSBM, get your passports, date IR, but do not deal with these hoes, bruh. I'm telling you right now. These bitches who trying to be a part of the hip hop culture, they're literal pieces of shit, dude. They're literal pieces of shit. They'll try and line you up. They're evil people, evil women. And the men are evil as well. They really are. You know, over here on my channel, it may not be popular to say, but we do things the right way. We do things the right way. We go through the proper channels. We make sure that if we have a goal, we set that goal, we establish our discipline, and then we move forward with that goal. But I'm telling you right now, these Thug Max Alpha simps, they will destroy your life. They will tarnish whatever you got going on if you involve yourself with them, and if you involve yourself with women who deal with them. Dealing with a woman who has a taste for quote unquote bad boys is almost a death sentence. It really is. It's almost a death sentence. Look at Trouble. I'm gonna get some cho-cho. One thing about me. Another Atlanta nigga. Another Atlanta nigga. Okay? Another Atlanta nigga. He said he was gonna get some cho-cho. He went to go get some cho-cho. Cho-cho means pussy. He never came back. He was murdered. He was a Thug Max Alpha simp. Okay? So how many examples do we need? Dealing with these hoes will get you killed. Dealing with these hoes will get you killed. And, you know, it really is in your best interest. Obviously, family excluded, and sometimes even family. But it's really in your best interest to move away from the Black community. It really is. Everybody got a story about, oh, you need to give back. You need to... Nope. No, sir. Unless you want to die. Unless you have a death wish, that's fine. Until Trump comes in and cleans this shit up, and I hope he just takes the National Guard all through Chicago. I really do. And Atlanta and New York and any major liberal city. But that's what we need. We need somebody to come in there and sweep up all these gang members. I hate these people, man. I really do, with a passion. And, you know, sometimes it even brings me to an emotional place because these people are pure evil. They really are. They really are, man. If you look into this shit like I have, go to my channel, Black Gen Z Mindset. We talk about it all the time. These people are fucking evil. The women, the men, fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Do you? Do you?
I love you. Everyone knows this.
Not everybody. Not Devin Haney.
Everything's gonna be fine. It is. have to have faith and pray. Pray every day.
Pray every day. This woman talking about praying. This woman talking about praying. Man, Abdul, get the rocks, bruh. This dude is a literal murderer. He never, I'm not going to say he never got his personal hands dirty, but he never wants to do it himself. He never wants to do it himself. He's a coward. Yeah. And I mean, people can get mad at me all they want. I'm going at their favorite rapper. I'm not even going at his favorite rapper. I'm really going at the bitch. But Young Thug is a coward. He's a piece of shit. He's a murderer. I don't know what else to say about it. But he's a horrible person. And she's over here crying over this guy. Meanwhile, she has a faithful Muslim man at home in Devin Haney. And I guarantee he asked her about Thug. Yo, what's this I see in your phone? Young Thug DMing you. What's that all about? Are y'all a thing? Because, you know, I ain't trying to mess up what y'all got going on. No, baby, no, baby. She wanted somebody on the outside and she wanted somebody on the inside. Let this be a cautionary tale, black men. Let this be a lesson to you, black men, Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. Right? Let this be a learning opportunity. For one, you don't want to be Young Thug, and you definitely don't want to be Devin Haney. Okay? There is another way out of this. There is another way out of this. Okay? And that's SYSBM. That's MGTO dub. That's a free agent lifestyle. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Okay? That's the way out. That's the way out. Okay? And that's the path that you should take. That's the path that you should take. Okay? Because these women will lead you to your demise. And she led Devin Haney to embarrassment. Not only embarrassment, but she broke up her family over this. She has a child with this man, and he was going to do the right thing. He married her in Mecca. Imagine how sacred, and I'm not Muslim, you know, praying to the cube, not my steez. I personally think it's idolatry, but, you know, I respect any Abrahamic religion. You know, I'm not going to talk shit about them. Now, if I was going to do a historical breakdown or whatnot, I would, you know, talk about that in that way. But she went to the cube. She married this man. And this union is something they put together in the face of God, right? Meanwhile, she's over here fucking crying over this Thug Max Alpha Simp, satanic, Luciferian, Masonic, devil worshipping. I mean, it's niggas in YSL who in previous cases, they admitted that Young Thug was actually doing satanic rituals. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. Previous times he got arrested or his affiliates got arrested, they testified in court that Young Thug was doing satanic rituals, and then he also had his people doing satanic rituals. These people are straight up Luciferian. They hate the black community. They despise the black community. They perpetuate violence in the black community. They perpetuate debauchery, degeneracy, and just an utter disregard for human life. Meanwhile, over here on my channel, I'm getting demonetized. I'm getting banned. Young Thug still has a YouTube channel. None of his social medias ever got taken down. None of his social medias ever got taken down. This dude is a monster. This dude is a monster, man. And I seriously just can't understand. I seriously just can't understand how people still support him. Okay? Let me see. I'm about to put the StreamYard link on Twitter. Sorry, 1 second. Let's go back to the video while I'm doing this.
Can you please start calling me again? Please.
You really want me to?
Oh my God. Yes. Of course. Yeah, I do. I think this was just a misunderstanding.
See, and if this didn't happen during Devin Haney and them's relationship, then he wouldn't have unfollowed her on Instagram. Okay?
Do you believe it? That was a misunderstanding?
Yeah.
I love you. And I miss you. Do you miss me? I'm sorry for being so emotional, but I've been crying like all the time. I cry all the time. Please call me.
I bet she's never cried like this about Devin Haney. And this stings for a man who I definitely believe Devin Haney was in love with this woman. I mean, you don't marry a woman in Mecca if you are not in love, but man, men are falling harder for these whores than the whores are falling for them. And that's their fault because of selection. Bro, she's alpha widowed. She's alpha widowed. There ain't nothing you could do with her. She's imprinted. There's literally nothing you can do with her. She has too many bodies, bro. You need to get a woman who has, like, I would say at this point, in this day and age, if she got more than 3 bodies, you should never consider her wifey material. In this day and age, in 2024, and some people say 5, some people say 6, some people say 10. I'm gonna just go ahead and say 3 right now, man, because the types of guys, it's just the types of men that these women deal with. It's absolutely deplorable. It's absolutely deplorable. And do you know how many people were saying free thug, free thug, free thug? It's disgusting. He literally murders black men. Literally murders black men, or calls for them to be murdered by people that he knows for a fact are murderers. This is an absolutely disgusting thing. It should be condemned, but the black community glorifies it. This is why I don't want nothing to do with y'all. All my Malcolms, y'all good with me. Malcolm's mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, like I'm a man. But I ain't fucking with. I mean, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can't fuck with black women in the community because 99% of the time, they're going to be into Thug Max Alpha Simps. They're going to be attracted to Thug Max Alpha Simps. So it's like, unless you want to get set up and killed, then I suggest that you move appropriately. Okay? I suggest that you move appropriately.
Okay. I love you.
You heard how you said I love you too? Nigga mumbled it. I love you is fucking insane. The nigga is behind bars. You talking about I love you. Bitch, you just want a story to tell. Every bitch want a story to tell talking about something. I'll hold the nigga down in jail. Bitch, you didn't hold him down. You went and hopped on the next dick. You went and hopped on the next swinging dick. Fuck out of here. You're a piece of shit.
Do you forgive me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she cares so much about being in this man's good graces. Why? Because when he was on the outside, he could do a lot for her. He'd get her into parties. He'd get her into clubs. He'd get her into sections. He'd get her in the after party. After party is the after party. He'd get her in the Diddy party. You think Young Thug ain't going to no Diddy parties? You out your fucking mind.
Okay. I'm happy now. Just call me later, please.
Call me, call me, call me. Call me, call me, call me. 911. Call me sometime. 911. Call me sometime. If y'all know about that Tyler Creator. Anyways, let's see how he responded to this being released. Okay. He said, them niggas done showed their hands. Them niggas ain't it or ain't in. Hashtag say twin. He said, man, me and twin was talking about some whole other serious shit. I don't know why she spoke on loving other people or anything else, because ain't giving no fuck about no. This nigga is completely illiterate. This nigga is completely illiterate. It's super difficult to even make out this ineligible fucking intelligible shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? This is why I like to type in full sentences. Yeah, I may do an abbreviation here and there, but I'm not typing like I have a fucking third grade education. But these are the guys that these women want. And that's why I don't want these women. Man, me and twin was talking about some whole other serious shit. I don't know why she spoke on loving other people or anything else. Cause I ain't giving no fuck about no hoes or niggas. I'm the capital P, LOL. That's my twin and nothing else. Never have, never will. I can have that little shit right now. He called her a little shit. And they love to call me a misogynist. When have I called a bitch a little shit? I mean, that's fucking crazy. I can have that little shit right now if I wanted it. But she been pushing the P harder than niggas, LOL. What does that mean? See, what you guys have to understand. This is Atlanta talk. Pushing the P harder than niggas, LOL. That's the twin. I got who I want. What does that mean that she's pushing the P harder than niggas? It means she's selling pussy. Pushing P. Pushing P. Y'all know that song. Honestly, I don't even remember how it goes. I haven't heard it in so long. But it's like doo doo doo. Pushing P. Some shit. But it means that, you know, he's P, he's a pimp, he's a player. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And he's saying she's been pushing the P harder than niggas. That means she's playing niggas, she a hoe, she's selling pussy. What did I tell you about any woman who has over 100K followers and you can't visibly see a business? They're selling pussy. Any woman who has over 100K followers and you can't visibly see a business on their social media account, that, you know, you can determine makes a legitimate amount of money that reflects the lifestyle they're presenting on social media, she's selling pussy. Like, if I saw a woman who has 150,000 followers, and in her bio she has the the link in her bio, and then you go to the link, and then she's like selling, some stencils or fucking I don't know, newspaper clippings or some bullshit ass clothing line that she created, I already know she's selling pussy, man. I already know. If she doesn't have a legitimate website, and I'm not talking about, oh, follow my links, and then it goes to a website that's owned by another website. I'm talking about her own domain, her own website. Then I can tell that that business is not creating revenue at all. So he posted that he loves Mariah, the scientist. He says, sorry to my baby for all this bullshit on the internet. I love you, baby, and fuck them all. Excuse me. We know what's up with us. Then on the 24th, he said, hey, say twin, I love your game more than life, mommy. So I guess he's talking about Mariah, the scientist. He's doing damage control in his personal relationship. She's so mad. I said Merry Christmas, and she said thank you. So his girl, Mariah, the scientist, is pissed off right now because she's taking the brunt of this. She's taking the brunt of this ridicule. I'm pretty sure people are telling her to leave him, like they were telling Cardi B to leave Offset. So let's see what Twitter's saying about it. Soon as you got Mariah the scientist on a nigga, that's when they young thug you. Mariah the scientist needs to head to the studio and drop Spread Thinner immediately. This is what black women are saying about Mariah the scientist. They're telling her to drop music, but why aren't they telling her to leave Young Thug? I wonder why. It took the Mariah the scientist situation for y'all to realize that. She quote tweeted, the Mariah the scientist thing just proves it doesn't matter how beautiful, smart, rich, or loyal you are. People are going to do whatever the fuck they want as long as it benefits them. So they're basically saying to leave Young Thug. Somebody says, all I got to say is Mariah the scientist is a Scorpio. The lick back will not be televised, but it is on the schedule. So they're encouraging her to cheat back. I think she should just leave the guy. This guy is no good. But she's also an ain't shit bitch too. Mariah the scientist screamed free thug at every show for damn near 3 years. Went back and forth with his ex. Played step mommy to his 50 kids. Fought in a club. Got a mugshot. Canceled tour dates because he got out and got a spider tattoo, all for these videos to come out of him. It's hilarious. And these hoes think they're winning. These hoes will sit up here and ridicule our lives, ridicule normal guys like myself, Malcolm's mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. They'll sit up here and ridicule us, but then this is how their lives are. Right? Obsessing over celebrity gossip and trying to emulate and be the women they obsess over. Mariah the scientist, why is that her name? When she's a fucking idiot. Yeah. Mariah the scientist side nigga right now. Women like Mariah the scientist are why it's important evil women like me exist and prosper. There needs to be a balance. So as you can see, I mean, this is not me making shit up. This is not me, saying, oh, black women are evil. This is a black woman calling herself evil. I mean, I'm not like, it's like I'm beating a dead horse, bro. I'm beating a dead horse here. Mariah the scientist is the epitome of what it's like to be such a pure-hearted lover girl in a world with these demonic ass, disgusting ass cheating men. Dude, fuck you. Fuck these bitches. Y'all aren't no fucking pure-hearted nothing. You're pieces of shit, just like the guy that you're dealing with. You're pieces of shit, just like the guy that you're dealing with. Otherwise, you wouldn't be with him. Right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be with him. you're out here dealing with Young Thug, who is a known fucking Satanist, bro. This nigga is like, you know, we want to talk about Illuminati, this Illuminati. I mean, if this guy ain't Illuminati, then this shit don't exist. This dude is pictured in Masonic lodges. And, you know, back in the day, in the early 1900s, Freemasonry for the black community was actually something that was, it was building upon the community, but somewhere along the line, it was corrupted. And, you know, back in the day, black people couldn't even be Freemasons. So it's just crazy how things turned. And I mean, there's literally videos of Young Thug saying, "I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases." All right, I'm about to play that right now. Okay, I mean, there's video. I mean, there's music. There's music where he says that. All right. I mean, this dude is 100% a Freemason. 100% a Freemason. So, I mean, people want to talk about conspiracy. It's right out the horse's mouth. Listen up.
I beat all my cases. I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases. I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases.
I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases. And I'll hell, fuck it. Let's go to I mean, people are saying, "Oh no, he said amazing." He said amazing. He didn't say I'm a Mason. He said amazing. Okay. Stop being obtuse. Stop being a fucking idiot. Stop being a fucking idiot. Here we go. Here we go. Young Thug, confirmed Freemason. I believe he's at Lodge number 9, if I'm not mistaken. So he's he might be at the Atlanta Masonic Center. But I believe it's Lodge number 9. So he's a Prince Hall Freemason. That's like the black sect of Freemasonry. And you know, if you want to look into Freemasonry, you know, do your Googles. Do your Googles. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he's a part of the lodge on Auburn Avenue or whatnot, but I mean, here's a Masonic lodge. Young Thug is 100% a confirmed Freemason. So, I mean, these bitches know how to do all this research about finding out if a nigga cheating, but you can't figure out that the nigga is a fucking satanic Luciferian devil worshiping son of a bitch. I mean, y'all hoes are fucking disgusting. Dude put a legit hit out on Lil Wayne, like tried to end his life, but playing in Mariah the Scientist's face is the reason women are turning on Thug. Wow, this is a great point. Wow, this is a great point. Okay? That is a great point. I love that. I love that. Be cordial. I don't know who you are, brother. But I wish I could shake your hand right now, brother. I wish I could shake your hand right now. That's literally what I've been saying. That's literally what I've been saying. Mariah the Scientist heading to free agency soon. Oh my God. This is one of my followers as well. The top op polar bear. Shout out to Broski. He says Mariah the Scientist proves one thing true about black women. They'll hold down criminals with no problem. Want to stress law-abiding men with careers out, though. Yep, 100%. 100%. Say nothing wrong. Say nothing wrong. Okay. Mariah the Scientist is Scorpio. She's loyal to a fault. Everyone, man, Scorpios are the biggest hoes. What y'all talking about? Mariah the Scientist stay getting played by mid dudes. He just like me, or she just like me for real. So this is another black woman admitting that she fall. Oh, but she's claiming she's a lesbian. This is why I told y'all there's no such thing as lipstick lesbians. Bro, there's so many red pill truths on my live streams that never see the light of day, honestly, because YouTube censorship. But this bitch right here, Chrissy, I don't know who she is, but she says Mariah the Scientist stay getting played by mid dudes. She just like me for real. How the fuck are you getting played by mid dudes if you're a fucking lesbian? Tell me how that worked. Tell me how that worked. Y'all see in her bio, lesbian. This is why I told y'all niggas, man. This is why I told y'all niggas. There's no such thing as a lipstick lesbian. If she's cute or attractive, I don't personally think that woman's attractive. But you know, it's to each his own. I'm pretty sure many of black men would say, hey, yeah, she's pretty attractive. And I can be objective about it. You know, I could see, you know, the conventional beauty markers to her, but I just don't find the personality, who she is. I can already tell who she is. One tweet. I already know. Okay. She's literally telling us she deals with Thug Max Alpha Simps who continue to play her. So how the fuck are you a lesbian and you're getting played by men? Please explain to me how this works. It's because she's not a lesbian. It's because women are liars, bro. They're fucking liars. She's not no lesbian, bro. There's no such thing as a lipstick lesbian. A lesbian, a woman who looks cute or you know, dolls up or dresses up like a girl. If she dresses like a girl, she has either taken dick before, she's currently taking dick, or she will take dick in the future. There's no such thing as a lipstick lesbian. Let me repeat. If a woman is claiming to be a lesbian and she's dressing up as the femme, she's either taking dick before, is currently taking dick, or will take dick in the future. She's not a real lesbian. Okay. Somebody said, who leaking all these jail calls? They got Thug admitting to talking to too many different women besides Mariah, the Scientist, knowing she crazy in love. How the fuck are you crazy in love with this piece of shit man who is killing other black men? That's why I have no respect for these women.
I talked to Mariah today. She's like, man, she said she feel better from talking to you.
For sure.
You got her in her feelings, man.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying she loves you, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like overly.
Yeah, like too much. Sometimes too much.
What? Like it scares you how much?
Yeah. Because it's like, damn, if I do something, if I like smack me up, if I smack something or something like that, you probably be devastated. And that's the part that I don't like, when it's like, when you feel like me being the nigga that I always been is devastating, detrimental. That's when it's like, you too rude.
So you heard what he said. He said if he smacks him, meaning if he has sex with another woman, it scares him that she loves him so much because she's going to be devastated. She's going to be heartbroken. And I guess he's saying that he doesn't want to hurt her that badly. But obviously, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I hate to admit it, but we are going to have to establish that to the black community, Young Thug is a high value man and he's exercising options and he's doing so. And this is just another red pill tenement confirmed. Women are willing to share. Women are willing to share, especially black women. They're willing to share Thug Max Alpha Simps. If you are a Thug Max Alpha Simp, black women are willing to share you. Period. There's literally no denying this. If y'all saying Mariah the Scientist is such a good girl and and all this shit, and she's a lover girl and she's just like y'all, then you can't deny what I'm saying. Otherwise, you're incongruent in thought.
But I'm in love with her though, for sure, 100%. Like, I ain't even studying doing that. I know me. I know, nigga get out. Nigga gonna be back to
moving around. Yeah.
You're gonna be moving around. You're gonna be just handling business because you're moving around. Or, you know how that go. But
yeah,
for the most part, I ain't even been calling no other girl. If I ain't calling no other girl in like a week.
Really?
No girl. And I usually call at least 10 girls every time I get on the phone just to kill time.
Yeah. You know, a lot of girls,
This nigga say he talked to 10 girls every time he get on the phone just to kill time, man. Ain't no way, bruh. I wish I could yell right now, but I lost my voice Christmas caroling with my niece. But I would be screaming at the top of my lungs right now if this was regular Reclaim, bro. I would be screaming at the top of my lungs right now if this was regular Reclaim. I swear to God I will, bro. I swear to God I would, bro. It's ridiculous, brother. It's absolutely ridiculous. You have this man who is a Thug Max Alpha Sim. He's in jail and he's talking to 10 bitches. And I guarantee all of them are Instagram model type, quote unquote, bad bitches. I guarantee. Bro, don't ever tell me anything about modern women ever again. Because the red pill is vindicated. We get vindicated every single day. We get vindicated every single day. And anybody who start off as a red pill content creator and denounce the red pill, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't give a fuck what other content creators are talking about and all this kind of shit. This is an ideology. It doesn't belong to one man. It's about the ideas. It's not about the man. It's about the ideas. Now, some men get more notoriety. Some men get more press. Some men get more shine. Some men get more acknowledgement in the red pill space. That's fine. And you can say, oh, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. You can't call him a liar if he's spitting red pill truths. Now, if it's one of these guys who denounce the red pill, MTR. If it's one of these guys who denounced the red pill when the red pill was supporting them, Andrew Tate. I mean, it's bullshit, man. But you can't say that we were wrong. These women love Thug Max Alpha Simps. They love hood niggas. They're hybristophilic, meaning they're attracted to criminals. And we're just talking about the black community red pill. The black community red pill is more devastating than anything because it's so hard to find a good girl in the black community. It really is. And, you know, I used to say it's just as hard to find a good black man in the black community as it is hard to find a good black woman. That's just absolutely false because more black men get married than black women. Only 1 in 4 black women will ever get married. And then also only 1 in 4 black women are actually in shape. Okay. 75% of them are overweight or obese. This is not to make fun. This is not to poke at. This is just to state the facts. So when you're dealing with black women in the community, unfortunately, it's hard to find something that you as a Malcolm feel like you deserve. Malcolms, we feel like we deserve a beautiful woman. We feel like we deserve a virtuous woman. We feel like we deserve a woman who's not a hoe. We feel like we deserve a woman with less than 5 bodies. We feel like we deserve a competent woman. We feel like we deserve, women who respect a hard day's work. We feel like we deserve everything that a woman has to offer, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. In exchange, we protect, provide, and will potentially lay down our lives if need be. That's how we feel in the black community as Malcolms. And because we feel that way, it's impossible today in the black community. I mean, and I hate to say it because all of our first loves were black women. We know that. We know that, right? We know that as black men, we know our first love were black women, right? And that doesn't say, you still don't love your family and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we love our families. But the extent that we may deal with them or any other sisters in the community is going to be with a long-handed spoon, unfortunately, because there's just so, and you can also get you a preppy, suburbanized black woman, and if she is hanging with the right crowd, then I'd say go for it, man. I'm not saying that they're not out there. But for me, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's not worth looking for a small minority when there's so many different other cultures and women overseas who you can deal with. It's just not worth going through the headache, going through the trial and error, going through potentially being set up to be robbed, going through potentially being set up to be murdered, going through potentially to be, you know, dealing with a woman who's traumatized by a thug max alpha simp. Okay. Shout out to Passionate Dreamer. He says black culture supports criminals and a satanic agenda. Think about it. Rap music has further eroded black people, violence, misogyny, materialism, promiscuity, illicit drug use, etc. Yep, 100% right. So you have these women who are attracted to this nigga, and he is behind bars, potentially facing the rest of his life. And they believe by quote unquote holding him down in prison, which that is a misnomer. That's a falsehood. All women in general do not hold men down when they're in prison. They're obviously having sex outside. And if you really dig deep, most of them will tell you that, yeah, sometimes I need to just get my little dick and whatever. But, you know, I still fuck with my jail nigga though. They'll literally tell you straight up, especially if it's a black woman. Now, if it's another race of woman, she's going to be more secretive, more protective about revealing that, especially if you're a love interest. Unless you're fucking her, she'll tell you all the tea, right? If you're fucking her, you get all the information. But Young Thug is a bad guy. He's a bad man. He's a bad human being. He is an evil black man. An evil black man who has murdered other black men. I've never, ever in my life seen any black woman say he hates himself. Even though he ruined his image physically. Tattoos on the face. Men who put tattoos on their face, I'm not saying that they hate themselves for the rest of their lives, but in that moment, they hated themselves, and most likely they were on drugs. Never heard a black woman say, this guy hates himself. They think it's cute. They think it's attractive. This is what it is. Can't fuck with you.
A lot of girls hit me up. Asia hit me up. Out of the blue. What was the girl with the freckles? Remember her?
Yeah, Latasha.
Yeah, she hit me up.
Look, when I come out tonight, I'm gonna call. When I come out tonight, I'm gonna call you.
You want me to call her?
Yeah, for sure. So I want you to text her and tell her for sure.
Yeah. What Wham hit me the other day. He wants to talk to you too.
Cool.
Wham.
Okay. When I come out.
I think what he meant by wham bam is one of Kodak's nigga. He a sniper gang nigga, if I'm not mistaken. Like remember when Kodak said my nigga don't give a fuck, his name wham bam, something like that. I love that nigga to death. I shed a tear if I was him. Nigga, I forgot exactly what he said. Hold on. What was that song? Was it oh no, was it Super Gremlin? Oh no, it was they could be superstars. Running cars. Senseless. How I'm rapping and I'm thugging, dog. I don't make no sense. And he said, I feel like I'm Kodak Black in 2015. He said, my nigga don't make no sense. His name fucking wham bam. I love that nigga to death. I shed a tear if I was him. He said, I love that nigga to death. I shed a tear if I was him. Everybody know I rob, but I ain't talking Van Damme. I have a shootout out of park and I ain't never playing around. This nigga said he had a shootout at a park. Who do you think frequents these parks? Young black children. These niggas are fucking evil. You listen to the lyrics, these niggas are fucking evil. And you could say, oh, it's art. It's art. If it was art, then why is Kodak getting shot at? If it was art, then why are his affiliates getting murdered in the streets? If it was art, then why is he involved in so many fights and gang feuds? It's not art. It's real life.
They won't let one person out before me. What time? It's 7. I come out at 9.
Okay, I'm gonna be ready.
Make sure when you leave out here, tell Wham, tell him, hey, you gonna call at 9.
Yeah. Come on, man. I haven't seen you in a long time, man.
You got to see me in jail, bro. Like.
Boom. So there you have it. he admits to cheating on Mariah the Scientist with like 10 bitches. Somebody says Mariah the Scientist is so beautiful and talented. No need to commit the action of a desperate woman. Don't matter. Don't matter how beautiful, talented, or successful she is. They still love the thug, max, alpha, simp. They said Mariah the Scientist is about to be so easy to fuck for the next 2 weeks. I hate that for Young Thug. No, she's going to stay down. She's going to stay down because she's finally out and she feel like she made an investment, quote unquote, holding him down while he's in jail. You know, they're saying, oh, her heart's so pure. And I mean, honestly, how am I supposed to believe that she was even faithful during that time? I mean, I'm not saying that she wasn't. It very much seems like she was one of the only ones who probably were. And then you see how he did her. Let the wrong bitch laugh at Mariah the Scientist. I'm going to tell you something about your nigga. Mariah the Scientist photographed by me on Halloween. Okay, sorry. Mariah the Scientist strikes me as a type of idiot who doesn't care their man is cheating as long as they are still the main woman. I don't know. She just appears to be that level of stupid to me. So now if I tweeted this, I hate myself, I hate black women, but a black woman can tweet this. It's all gravy. It's all good. Okay. I hope you guys understand the hypocrisy now. So with that being said, let's look at Devin Haney's reaction. He's pretty much been silent on the matter. I don't think he's addressed it publicly, but the woman has addressed it. Lena Said. She's addressed it. And let's see. So she responded to leaked jail video. Okay. So let's get into this article. This is by Complex. Seemingly giving his side of the story after a jail phone call. Young Thug seemingly giving his side of the story after the jail phone call with an entrepreneur and model. They need to stop calling her a fucking entrepreneur. This bitch is literally a hoe. On Monday, a nearly 15 minute. How is she an entrepreneur? What business does she have? Please explain to me. On Monday, a nearly 15-minute video of an emotional video call between Thug, now a free man, and Said was leaked by Law and Crime. According to the Time Stop. Okay, so Law and Crime leaked the initial video. So they're probably, I don't even know if they have to request, do FOIA requests to get these, but all of this is public information and subject to public scrutiny. Thug has been romantically linked to Mariah the Scientist, 27, since the summer of 2021, just months before he was arrested on gang and racketeering charges in Atlanta. Although it's unclear what led to the conversation, Said is heard apologizing to Thugger for something that came out wrong, adding that she did not mean it that way. This is something that someone else told me, around 7 minutes, Okay, shortly after the video, Young Thug and Said was shared online. The ATL rapper took to X, formerly Twitter, singly responded to the situation. Thug appeared to refer to Said as my twin and nothing else, expressed confusion about why she spoke on loving other people during the call, stating he ain't giving no fuck about no hoes. Okay, where's her response? This fucking ad. All right. So here's a picture of her. And I guess she didn't post a caption. I guess her response was just posting on a white couch. And then on her story on Instagram, she said that video was before I met my baby daddy. I would never talk to Thug or any other man. I would never. Do women understand what the term never means? Or is she just this fucking retarded? Bitch, you talked to Thug for his whole bid. You lying piece of shit. I would never talk to Thug. What, bitch? You were crying over him saying you loved him. And you were asking for his forgiveness. And then when he gave you a apathetic forgiveness or sign of forgiveness and approval, you cried and said, I'm happy now. You lying sack of shit. I'm telling you guys, these bitches are fucking horrible. They're fucking horrible, man. There goes Mariah the Scientist, his girl. Now, obviously, she is a fit, attractive woman, but she's completely getting played. And I mean, it's for everybody to see, for everybody to watch in the public eye. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The red pill is vindicated. Everything that we said, high value men exercise options. Sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health, especially a man behind bars. He wants to talk to as many bitches as possible. That's a sign of status. That's a sign of status behind bars. Hey, bro, who you just got off the phone with? Yeah, there's some little nat, some little, some little eater that I'm talking to, some little bitch. Damn, bro, thug always on the phone talking to a bitch. In jail, that goes a long way. You don't believe me? Just go. Go and talk to a whole bunch of bitches. Now, you don't want to talk to your girl in jail, your actual main girl, because these niggas real live will try and steal your girl. Or they may get into disputes or fights about it or whatever. So you want to keep that in the tuck. But yeah. These people are pieces of shit. Not so much Mariah the Scientist. She is I mean, I wouldn't say she's innocent. She's fucking with a Luciferian satanic mumble rapper who is a Prince Hall Freemason and does rituals, sacrificial rituals, sacrificing not only human beings, black men specifically. Young Thug has never ordered a hit on a white man. And I'm not saying that you should order hits on anybody, let alone a white man, but I hate myself. I hate black people. I hate that. But I'm the only one calling for the violence to stop. I'm the only one saying, hey, Young Thug is a piece of shit who killed black men. Who else agrees? Nobody raises their hand in class. I hate this culture. I loathe it. I have disdain for it. I'm not going to lie. It's disgusting to me. I would never want my children to grow up in this bullshit. Okay? And I wouldn't want your children to do it either. Malcolm's. Remember that old school black community was about church, service, giving back to your community, keeping young kids off of the streets? Seems very distant, doesn't it? Hasn't been with us for a long time. And I'm sick of this shit. Oh, I'm sick of this shit. The women, the thug max alpha simps, not my Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. You guys are good. You guys express my same sentiments. You want to fix it. You don't know how. Trying to fix it can get you murdered. Trying to fix it can get you killed. Trying to fix it gets you into beefs with thug max alpha simps. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Right? And then we still feel the burden to defend it. That's the most fucked up part. We still feel the burden to defend it. I mean, this is a conundrum that I don't see ending for a century, at least a century. I'll be long gone before the black community gets their shit together. And, we can't blame white supremacy right now. We really can't. We have the world as our oyster. More opportunities for black men and women than there have ever been before. And we still choose to take that firearm, point it at our brothers, and say, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. How could you say that to another black man? Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. And then take his life. That's what Young Thug is all about. And I'm being very serious. So I implore all black men and the minority of black women who are watching this stream, stop listening to hip hop. Stop supporting this shit. Stop enabling it. Tell your cousin, tell your brother, tell your baby daddy, tell your whatever. Put the guns down. Stop being a net negative to the black community. You got all this money. Go put some. I don't want you to be the face of it, but go put some money behind a strong black man who has our best interests at heart. But man, I mean, I'm personally, I'm just worried about me and mine at this point. I'm not trying to work with these niggas, man. I'm really not. You can't. I'm trying to tell you, they will literally kill you. For what I'm saying right now, they will literally try and kill you. I mean, y'all see my Twitter. Y'all see the death threats I get. I'm used to it. I do this shit. I'm used to it. I do this shit. Okay? I do this shit. So, we're going to end this off. Respectfully. I appreciate everybody who joined the stream. I think we covered every angle of this. She's denying it. Whatever. Fuck that bitch. She a hoe. She did Devin Haney wrong. She probably didn't tell him the truth about any of this. And he reserves the right to leave her. It's fucked up. He put a bun in the oven. But let's just keep it a buck. He should have got a white bitch. I mean, I'm going to just say it. Or he should have went overseas. Because, I mean, it ain't no other options at this point, bro. And, I mean, you guys will see. Keep fucking around in the community. See what happened to your ass. Dead ass. Unless you find a real good black woman who's going to take care of you, all this shit. Hey, if you find one, you better keep that bitch. Because if you don't, and you can't find one, and you over here fucking around, bouncing around, you're only one mission. You're only one link up. You're only one sneaky link away from your life being destroyed, or worse, being terminated, eliminated completely. So honestly, guys, this is a very harrowing time for the black community. We are days away from a Trump administration that I hope and pray that he comes and cleans all this shit up, especially in the black community, because I'm done with it. I hope he comes and cleans all you niggas up. I hope he comes and cleans all you fucking corrupt ass bitches up, you Fani Willis hoes. I hope he cleans y'all the fuck up. I hope he clocks your tea. Because these women are evil. These niggas are evil. And they support the degeneracy. Even look at Kamala Harris. She felt like she had to pander and bring black celebrities, twerking, disgusting, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, whores of Babylon to represent the black community. This is what they think of y'all. That's what they think of y'all. So this is a Christmas stream. Very serious stream. We got very serious at the end. Shout out to my guys who are in the stream. Passionate Dreamer. He says, well, let me read the first one. He makes a good point. If this happened to Devin Haney and Travis Hunter, what are our chances of success do we have? Hey, Passport Bros, date IR, brother. And not no fucking ethnic, wannabe black, you know what I'm saying? Date you a pure suburban snow bunny. Facts. Passionate Dreamer. This happening to Devin and Travis. Reclaim. You need to teach classes to all men and let them know you're the modern day Paul Revere, or maybe reclaim Revere. These hoes are coming. Right. The bitches are coming. The bitches are coming. Passionate Dreamer also says black. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Xing Shang. Shout out to my guy Xing Shang. He says you have 20 women going to that Luigi Mangione case. Exactly. At this point, this shit is universal. Yep, you're right. And remember, Wade Wilson, women were lining up for some BDSM shit with him, and he killed 2 women. Super Gremlin, yeah. So he's talking about the song, the Kodak song. It's Christmas. I want to end it off with some prayer, man. I really do. I feel convicted. I am getting a rush of the spirit right now, honestly. So, if you're not, a religious person, whatever, it's fine. It's Cool. But I really feel convicted to share with you guys this moment right now, wherever you are, alone, with family, in the presence of God and only God. Okay? Not your brother, not your sister, not your grandma too. It's us, me, you, your personal relationship with God. So let's begin. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that you would protect us from these evil, deceitful women, the Delilahs, the Bathshebas, the succubi who have completely dominated our culture, the nasty women online trying to dox your boy. I pray that you would give me strength to withstand their attacks. I pray that my actions, my words would touch one of these brothers, one of these Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. I pray that my words will touch one of these brothers and inspire a fire in him that he's never felt before. I pray that the Holy Spirit runs through him. And I pray that evil disseminates upon encountering these young men who are watching my channel. I pray that you would protect us from the Thug Max Alpha Simps and the Ratchet Baby Mama and the thoughts, the women who have no good intentions for men, particularly black men. For we know we are your sons and you are our Father. I pray that you will not allow us or our women to be influenced in any way by the evil degeneracy of hip hop. I pray that you would eliminate it from our customs. I pray that you would eliminate it from our cultures, God. I pray that you would reform it in Jesus' name. I pray that you would take this culture and turn it into something that reflects your likeness, Lord, because we know that the dominant culture overall is not moving in your spirit. The dominant culture overall is moving with a satanic force, with a devilish force that trumps 1,000 demons. Dear Father, I pray that you would protect us from the YNs. I pray that you would protect us from the evil that could encounter us, the evil that could embrace us if we are in these environments. I pray that you would give us the wisdom, the discernment to decipher between good and bad women, faithful and unfaithful women, treacherous, run-through women. Dear Father, I come to you right now, me and all these brothers on the stream, and I thank you for another day of life. I thank you for this Christmas day, although we know that this is not the actual birthday of your only begotten Son, who you sent down to give his life for us. Sorry, y'all. Whew. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. Dealing with this shit, man. Dealing with the evil in this world, but I know you have a calling for us. And I know that your way will triumph. Your way will overcome. Your way will lead us to the destination. All of us, but particularly black men, it will lead us to the destination and the greatness that we can accomplish under your guidance, under your truth, under your fellowship, dear Father. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Woo! That was deep, man. That was deep. Got your boy tearing up over here, bruh. It's crazy. I love that King David for Christ. Dropping the Bible verses, bro. We need it right now. We need it because a lot of these dudes, man, they're getting led astray. They're getting consumed by this evil culture, man. I'm telling you. It's not good. It's not good. So this was a successful stream. It was a great stream. I had fun with you guys on Christmas Day. I'm gonna be praying for you guys. I'm gonna be praying for all of you guys and wishing you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great time with your families. And I hope that you guys, overcame whatever turmoil that's going on in your life right now. But this shit has to stop, man. This trajectory that we're going on, it has to stop. So with that being said, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tax, man. Y'all already be on Murphy Dean with the BS. You already know.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today.